Harlech Engineering have just recently invested in Esprit software. Now, Josh, you have NC Assist, which you use with Star.
Yeah.
So why did you feel the need to go and invest in Esprit?
Our day-to-day go-to is NC Assist, so 90% of the time on basically all of the components we make here can be quickly programmed on NC Assist. But for that 10% that's a bit more complex, that we want to use different cycles maybe and different ways of doing stuff, the flexibility of Esprit has really come through.
So tell me about that 10%. Tell me what it is exactly that you're after.
Yeah, well, it's to be able to mold the program how you want to do it. If you can sort of think it, you can almost definitely do it on Esprit at the end of the day. I've only had a week's training on it, on the Swiss side of things as well. That's one of the reasons why we went with Esprit, is because they do a lot with sliding heads. But yeah, essentially it's the flexibility to control every tool path that you want to do on every sort of contour.
So is it contouring mainly?
Yes. Basically, with some components that we're manufacturing now. So, for example, we've got this sort of key part here that we manufacture on it. We're using like a 2.5mm end mill to sort of do a quite complex milling sequence on the front end, and the ability to say what kind of depths you want to cut, where you want to cut it, and how you want to do it is just, yeah, really great in Esprit.
And you mentioned, of course, the Swiss machines. You've used other softwares before, programs.
Yes. Yeah, other CAM and CAD softwares. Yeah, we've tried quite a few in the near past, shall we say, but yeah, we've struggled to find one that's sort of a balance between the flexibility and ways with Esprit that you can do. So a lot of things are almost feature based, where Esprit is more, it can be feature based or it can be run on like 2D geometry. It's very good.
And they also specialise a lot more in sliding head
Swiss.
machines.
Yeah, there's only a few sort of options out there, and Esprit is one of the ones that comes off strongly.
Okay, tell me some of the features there that you've learned from your training and what's really kind of ploughing, or everything forward and making your life easier.
Yeah, well, one of the things, obviously the graphics on Esprit, that's got to be one of the best features we got at the moment. The simulation on there, you can sort of prove out a job on the computer before it goes to the machine, and you can put every bit of detail in there, so how far your tooling is sticking out to what speeds and feeds, and it will simulate it with your machine on your layout at whatever speed you want to run it at, so you can sort of see every detail.
And all of those different variables, how easy is it to put? Are you inputting everything, or is it choice?
Yeah, it's a lot of choice. It's that's one thing that I've learning curve with Esprit. Everyone comments saying it's quite a big learning curve. Going from other softwares, it's not necessarily such a big learning curve. It's just the options that you have when you're inputting the data. You've got a lot more options, a lot more flexibility. You can put in every single detail, and that's where I think a lot of people may think it's a bit complicated, but it's...
So you're telling me a lot of people have said it's quite a learning curve, but you've actually found
we found it okay. Yeah, we found it quite easy to adapt to here anyway. Yes, yeah, with the online training as well in the current situation. But yeah, it's really good.
And any more features that you like? Because I know the simulation software, it kind of slows down to help you with materials.
We've got a lot of features on here. The graphics are the one thing that we do. You can control it as fast or as slow as you like. If I can just click, you've got options to have all your machine tools on you. So you've actually got your guide bushing and all your machine tooling stations on the platform. You can see where every tool is. So if you're going to have a bit of contact with a boring bar you've got sticking out one side, you can see it before you get to the machine, basically.
And what's that going to do for you in your business?
Yeah, it really streamlines everything for us. It again takes the stress off having to write complicated parts, complicated programs, but it makes us more competitive. Again, in the long run, it's the competitive side of things we want to be able to do for these complicated components.
So not such a difficult question then as my final question. Would you recommend this to other people, and why?
Yes, we would recommend it. I would recommend it. Mainly the Swiss, we use this on our DMG as well. They've got quite a good post library with the DMG as well. They're quite a good partnership with them. But I would recommend it based on the sliding head CNC. They seem to have taken it away. Their posts are phenomenal, really. It takes sort of the ease out of it all. A lot of other softwares we use, you have to change programs after they've been posted, but these ones sort of do it on the computer, get it on your USB, put it in the machine, and the post reads right first time. It's really good.
And the last one, do you have to buy modules in this? How does it work in terms of purchasing?
Yeah, so in terms of purchasing, you sort of purchase each model. It's kind of different from other suppliers that we used in the past, because each post is a module that you have to buy, so whether it's 5-axis, 3-axis work, or what axis you're using. But once you've purchased that model and you've purchased that machine base, the post is guaranteed from Esprit. So if you've got an issue with any code and it's not doing what you want, straight to the support with Esprit and straight away sort it for you, yeah.